Erdene is a company that's focused on mineral exploration in Mongolia, primarily gold and copper, and we're focused on emerging gold projects in the southwest part of the country. We recently announced some drill results from a project we call Bayan Hundi. And Bayan Hundi has provided us with very high grades at surface, wide zones of largely coarse gold mineralization. So we're very excited about these initial results. We also earlier this year announced our initial resource on the Alton Project, which is our flagship gold project, just 20 kilometers apart, Bayan Hundi and Alton. The Alton project was discovered in 2011. We, through a regional exploration program, discovered a very large geochemical anomaly. And initial drilling indicated very significant intervals of gold mineralization in the 1 to 2 gram range coming to surface. We subsequently drilled underneath that and had high-grade chutes coming up through the central part of this zone with 19 meters of over 6 grams of gold. That provided us with the incentive to begin to branch out into other targets on this property, and we eventually have identified 18 separate targets on the Alton project. This year we announced the initial resource on that license, and we have two of the 18 areas have returned mineralization down to 150 meters depth. They're open along strike, open at depth, and we've established about 250,000 ounces of gold in the near surface. We've now begun to move into the scoping level activity and also preliminary mining license permitting work on that project. Well, the near term we expect to move rapidly into resource drilling on the Bayan Hundi project. With the recent announcement, we feel this project could emerge as our initial to development opportunity, and we'll be aggressively pursuing that opportunity as we move into first and second quarter. So resource estimate, have that independently verified, and then move into an evaluation of these two projects and how they can work together. As we look to the longer term, we'd like to think that between these two gold projects, we have the ability to move fairly rapidly through the permitting stage, through the feasibility studies, and into a small to mid-sized development as we move into 2017 and later. I've been working in Mongolia for 18 years, and throughout that period we've had well over 100 licenses, we've had several million hectares of ground, and we've dealt with all levels of government. And throughout that period we've never found an issue that we can't have resolved working within the system in Mongolia. So we've found it, relative to other developing countries, is a place we're happy to do business in. I think an area that has gotten a lot of focus in regards to Mongolia is the mega project dealings at the government level. And you know, although it's been through its trials and tribulations, the Oyu Tolgoi project is now about to see phase 2 funding, a $4 billion funding expected this week. And the government has really gone out of its way to try to create a jurisdiction and stability in the policies and laws of Mongolia to allow foreign investment to work and allow the mining industry to prosper. The TSX brings instant credibility when you are looking at financing around the globe. If you go into offices in New York or in Geneva or in London, it's often the first question asked is, where are you listed? So that branding and the importance of having that credibility has helped our company raise funds internationally since our listing 10 years ago.